Hello and welcome back to my channel, and welcome back to another episode of the Christmas soaping series, let's say. And today I'm gonna be making a Christmas mold review because as you know, Christmas is approaching, and if you want to make cold process soap now, it's the time to start because the soap needs to cure for 4 to 6 weeks. So it's definitely time to start, and I already had a couple of Christmas molds, and then I got some new ones here that I would like to show you and also unbox with you. And this one here, it's a gingerbread house mold from a company called Silicomart, and I saw that they had their version of the gingerbread house, and since I absolutely love Silicomart, if you know my channel, then you know that I have a couple of those molds that I'm using. I also have another video that I will link up in the right hand corner here, where I go over some molds and what you can do with it and some results with it. But this video here is specifically for Christmas, because I think Christmas molds is a complete different and own category. So it comes in a nice box here. As you can see, it has instructions like recipes if you where to buy it for the real purpose of it, which is to make gingerbread, but we of course are not using it for that reason. So funny. Alright, so this is the mold here, and it is an absolute amazing quality. It's this absolutely smooth kind of silicone. It's platinum silicone. It's made in a different very specific procedure, and it has very nice details on them, as you can see here, like on the door and on the windows. So I will need to figure out whether or not to put piping later on or before, and how the forms are exactly, the indentations and so forth. But I'm really happy and I'm really excited to be doing a project very soon here on my channel. I also have some other molds from Silicomart. This one is the little chocolate bar mold, and the quality is just fantastic. This one is Macaron Mold that I also use for embeds and similar things, and I'm absolutely happy with it. You see the details here on the roof. I absolutely love it. Here you can see some other little molds that you can find on Amazon. I will of course put a link down in the description box where you can find these. They have a large variety of different kind of small molds that you can use for embeds. And look at these little details here on the house. It's absolutely fascinating. There is the chimney as well here. And then here you can see some other molds, some 3D kind of molds. I also have a couple of those, and they are absolutely fantastic quality. I also will leave a link down in the description box where you can find these. Of course, also where you can find the silicone gingerbread house mold here. So I'm very happy with this gingerbread house mold. Can't wait to be making something with it very soon, so stay tuned. And then here there is another one that another one from Silicomart, a mold that I was looking for a long time, which is just these very typical Italian cookies. You know, these ones here with the stars and so forth that you can find in Italy, and you typically dip them into your coffee or milk coffee in the morning, and the quality is just amazing. You can really feel how smooth the material is, and here it comes also with instructions how to make chocolate, so that's really practical. And then it has just some description here on the box. So I'm very happy with these two purchases. These are two new molds that I got for this specific Christmas here, and here you can see I tried some melt and pour cookies with it. They turn out really cute. Alright, moving on to the next mold. This is a mold I don't even remember where I got it from, but I will see if I can find it on Amazon or a similar one, and then link it in the description box. It's a mold that I used for wax melts. I use it for bath truffles and also for some little like melt and pour soaps. Then I have here a one with some gingerbread man on it. It's one type that I absolutely like because it has that sticks, the candy cane sticks that are going in both directions. So if you want to make a house or something where pointing to two different directions, then this one is good. And this one is the version of Silicone Art that I used also for little truffles, and here in this case for wax melts. You can use it for little embeds, for cold process soap, for example, as well. Then this one here is a gingerbread mold from a company called Lurch or Lurch, I don't know exactly. It's also a very nice quality. This is how it looks. I think it's a German company. I will see and also put the link in the description box. I used it last year already for specifically melt and pour soap, and it's absolutely high quality. They come out really neatly. Here you can see how the soap looks when it's packaged and with a little ribbon on it. I fragranced it with a fragrance called Festive Gingerbread from Saint Perfect. Absolutely amazing. And here you can see a cold process soap version that I decorated. I have a video up here if you're interested. I will link it in the right hand corner. And then this mold here, a gingerbread house mold, also from Amazon. I will also put the link in the description. Very nice mold, makes a huge soap. You can see here it's a gingerbread house. This is a melt and pour version with some sparkles on the roof. Here you can see it has amazing details, and then every house is a little bit different, so not all the houses are the same. And here you can see a cold process soap version and a cold process soap version with some piping and some decoration on it. So that's really a very nice project that you can make for Christmas. Moving on to the next mold here, the Gingerbread Man Mold. I absolutely love it. It's so adorable with the little details on it, the little buttons and the bow tie and so forth. And here I made a cold process soap with it, and I piped the details on it. I also have a video that I will leave in the upper right hand corner here, and then you have the version without piping as well. So all the three versions, one with the lighter colors and so forth. So really nice. And then here is the melt and pour version. It's a bit difficult to see with the cellophane bag, but it's really, really cute. Moving on to the next mold here, this is a, how do you call it, like a Christmas tree mold. I made some melt and pour with it with some gold sparkle, also very nice, very cute. Nice size also for hand washing. This is actually a baking mold as well. And then this one here is ice tray mold from Le Couet that makes really, really nice stars that I use to mimic the cinnamon stars. That's a typical treat that you find in these areas here. So I'm really looking forward to this new project that I'm going to be making. You can see a sneak peek here. I'm really so excited, but this is not for this video, so you will need to stay tuned and find out about it very, very soon. But this is not today, it's for another day. And if you're interested in more soap making videos or skincare DIY projects, be sure to subscribe to my channel. Until then, I hope you have really a nice time. I look forward to see you around here for some other Christmassy project coming up very soon. And in the meantime, I wish you all a wonderful day. Bye-bye.